So good evening. Can I start? Or so you're doing module 8 today again. So up to probability was over. Now this is the basic about module 8, right? Which is all about index numbers basically, and then time series. Okay. So let us start index number today. So before that, let me write it. It is module 8. Okay. So module 8 we are going to do it. Out of this we are going to do index number. Alright, we are going to do index number. So there are different index numbers. So I'm just starting with price index today. So price index, it is obtained by using the formula P1 by P2, P1 by P2 multiplied by 100, which means P1 is the current price, alright, this is the base price, to be multiplied by 100, and it comes in percentage. Okay. Now to understand that what is a index number, okay, suppose one example, the price of an item was suppose originally was suppose rupees 100, right? Now due to so many various factors, the price might go increase or decrease. Now suppose the price at present, that means the current price at present of that same item, suppose now it has become 120. So original price was suppose 100, but for due to many different factors the price got increased. Suppose now the price is 120. So in that case, this is the formula to get price index. Price index is just you have to put this original price is called base price, which is denoted by P2. The current price at present, that is considered as P1. So to get the price index, it is just P1 by P2 multiplied by 100. So P1 is 120, P2 is 100, to be multiplied by 100. Now this 100 can cancel only, so it is 120. Now price index helps to get an idea about the market. Okay, so how the product is going on in the market, what is the demand of the product in the market. So this all depends, that can be derived by using the topic which is called price index. Okay, so those application doesn't come, this question comes, find the price index of the following. So this we need to use this formula. The price index is just current price P1 by base price P2 to be multiplied by 100. So this is the very basic of price index, right? Now if I go to the next slide to explain price index using aggregative method. Okay, so I'm going to little bit difficult or complicated topic of price index. This is a very basic one. So let me explain price index. You write this. Let me explain price index by using aggregative method. Okay, by using aggregative method. So here the aggregate, that means the total of the terms to be obtained, and this is also not that difficult. Only the thing is that you should know the proper method or the proper formula. Okay, so it goes like this: P01 equal to summation of P1 by summation of P0 to be multiplied by 100. What is that? I am going to give explain with one example. Okay, so suppose this is question 1. find or calculate, right, calculate the price index for the following data, for the following, calculate the price index for the following, right. So, let me draw a table to explain this. Suppose, all right, this is a table. Suppose, oh, just a minute, I need some space here. Okay, let's just, yeah, all right. So, I am going to make a table here showing the different items and their prices, both base price and current price. Okay. So, suppose here the items I am taking basically some fruits. Okay. So, 4-5 different fruits, suppose apples, suppose oranges, suppose grapes, okay, suppose banana, okay, suppose any other fruit like kiwi, okay. So, these fruits I am basically writing them in the units, alright. They are bought in some certain units, okay. Suppose these are bought in dozen, apple are bought in dozen, oranges are also bought in dozen, any unit it can be, doesn't matter. Grapes are suppose bought in kilogram, banana are suppose brought in dozen, kiwi are brought suppose in kg, okay, right. So, here I am going to write now the base price, source price or original price, base price, and I am suppose going to write their current price. Sometimes it is written current year price, same meaning current price, alright. So, this base price is denoted by P1, alright. Then the current price, sorry, the base price is denoted by P0, just a minute, the base price is denoted by P0, P0, current price is denoted by P1, okay. Now, suppose I have the base price of all these items, suppose it was 40, suppose here 60, I am taking easy example, suppose 75, suppose per dozen 45, and suppose here 80, getting it. Now, this is the base price, original price. Now, the current price, suppose they are increasing some in some items and decreasing in some other items. So, suppose here it is increasing to 60 at present, suppose here got decreased to 45, suppose here increases to 80, suppose here also increases to 50, and suppose here got decreases to 75, right. Now, it is a tabular representation, nothing else, and we have many different items. Here the unit should be totally ignored, we just see the summation of the base price, which is denoted by P0, which is denoted by summation. These base prices are these, so which is to be denoted by P0, just you have to add them. We also find the summation of the current prices, which is denoted by P1, and get the sum. Let me know what is the sum of this. How much? 100, 180, 300. So, this is 300. What about that? How much? 60, 300, 310. Okay. Now, the question is calculate the price index. Price index is denoted by P01, okay, where we need to find or the aggregative, or the totaling of current prices divided by aggregating of base prices P0, then just we need to multiply it by 100. As you have done just now the calculation, summation of P1 is 310. summation of P naught is 300. Just you multiply them by 100. So 0 got cancelled anyway. So this is 310 by 3. So it will be 103 point. Correct it if it is wrong. It goes like 33 and so on. So we can write here 103 0.33 approx. So this is how the price index can be obtained by using the aggregate. So it's the same thing actually, just the base prices. Now here, unlike the previous example, okay, in the previous example only one item was there. Now we have different many items, okay, but the method is same. We need to do the totaling of all the base prices. We need to do the totaling of all the current prices, where units whatever, it doesn't matter, just have to find the aggregative base price and aggregative current price, and P01 refers to price index from base to current. P01 refers to the prices from base to current, and then this is the method. Okay, so with respect to, actually with respect to base price, we say P01. Earlier the previous formula, it was denoted by, this was denoted by P, doesn't matter. So it is the symbol only. Okay, now coming to some other methods. Okay, let me go to the next. So what question comes? Find, if this tabular representation is there, find the price index. So this is what the method is. So one table comes and you have to answer accordingly. So I am going to write the next one, which is weighted, write it, weighted aggregative method. Weighted aggregative method. So here the weight of each item to be taken, that is what weighted or the quantity. So weighted aggregative method, almost similar. I'll let you know where is the difference. Okay, so this is weighted aggregative method. Now to start that, let me take once again the price index P01. Let me first of all write the formula, summation of P1 W divided by summation of P0 W, just to be again multiplied by 100. So to understand in a better way, right, I am going to once again write an example. Suppose question number 2, find the price index or calculate the price index for the following. Find the price index for the following. So one thing you see, it's not given that method you have to use weighted only or the previous one aggregative. Just looking at the question, you understand, oh, this many items are there, we have to do the aggregate. Okay, method may not be so the way I did not mention the method may not be there. You should understand that many items are there, so we should apply aggregative method to get the price index. Now why this method is important for this question, once I write the example, I hope you will understand. Okay, so the question is, find the price index for the following once again. So suppose, write this example, just a minute. Okay, so we have once again the 4 columns. Let me edit here 4 columns. Now suppose these are the items, brought. Okay, suppose these are the quantity, okay, and these are the prices, base price, current price, right. Now quantity in units, that means it can be in number also. Okay, doesn't matter. We just see price index is how much. Okay, here only 1 kg or 1 dozen is bought. So Okay, so everyone see here, in this previous example, the units were given, not said how much is brought. Apple, how much is brought, not said. So you understand, only one. So one unit is brought. Okay, one unit is brought. Oranges also dozen, that means 1 dozen is bought. Okay, but yes, now here the difference is the quantity will be given, how many kg is brought or how many dozen. Okay, suppose now items A, I'm not writing the names, suppose these are the 4 different items to be bought, and the quantity, suppose the item A is bought for 4 kg, I'm not writing here unit. Okay, that it can be of any different unit. Suppose the item B is bought for 6 dozen. Okay, C suppose is bought for example only, suppose 8, and suppose this is bought for 5 units, 5 kg or 5 liter, even it can be liquid also, 5 liter, whatever. Okay, just you need to understand how the price index can be obtained if the quantities are given. Okay, and quantities can be any suitable unit for it. No, not required. We cannot only, if suppose B is petrol, A is suppose apples, we cannot convert to the same unit. Yes or no? They are different commodities, different items. Alright. So now base price, once again you know we have to put P naught. Yes or no? Base price symbol is P naught and this symbol is P1. Okay. Now if I now do write the base prices, since for example this is 40, suppose this is 48, suppose this is 72, and suppose here 36, doesn't matter they are increasing or decreasing, it can be in any order. So suppose the current price of this is got decreased, suppose it got increased, suppose it got decreased, suppose it got increased, right? So now to get, now since so how to understand that weighted aggregated method to be applied here? Weighted aggregative method to be applied here, the reason is their weights are given, that means their quantities are mentioned, how much is brought of each quantity. So this portion you will not get in an exam, that one you must understand that now the quantities are mentioned, so we must go for weighted. Quantities means it can be weight, so we just use the word weighted aggregative method, because their weights, their quantities are mentioned in that. Now to understand that, as I say always in statistics, once you know the formula, you understand what to do. We have to do P1 multiplied by W. The W is the weight, so quantity, that means. So this P1 to be multiplied with this W. Is it okay? So here the columns will be 2 columns to be added, as I think you understood. So we need to multiply P naught omega, or sorry, P naught W and P1 W. And then there are summations to be obtained, summation of P naught W and summation of P1 W. Please do that. Now let's start. So P naught W, so it is 4 into 40, 160. Then P naught W, 6 into 48, 280, 288. Then 8 into 72, 500, correct, and then 5 into 36, 100. Okay, so these are P naught W. P1 W, that means current price to be multiplied by the quantities. So 4 into 35, 140, then 6 into 50, 300, then 8 6 are 48, 480, and then 5 into 45, 90, 91, is it 135? Is it no? Check this. Sorry, 200, 225, sorry. So it is 225. Now just to add them, just to add here P naught W, all these numbers, and also P1 W, get the total of this. Say how much? 1 2. So this is 1204, and this number P1 W 1145. So 1145. Now to get, therefore now the question is find the price index. Since weighted items were given, so we must go by this method, weighted aggregative method, and this is the formula already I have mentioned there. It is P1W to be divided by summation of P0W and then just multiply it by 100. So P1W is 1145 to be divided by P0W 1204 to be multiplied by 100. Please do the calculation. That is the required answer. Okay. Got it? How much? 95.1. Okay, so this is the answer. Now I am going to write another method. Okay, as I told you, seeing the question you should understand that, oh, this method is applicable. So I am writing the next method. Can I go to the next slide? Okay, so write the third method here is Lespérez method, LAS less P I Y RES. So Lespérez method. So he is a mathematician who gave this method to calculate the price index. Okay, so the method goes like this. Actually, what is the difference and why this method is to be applied? Once we do the question, you will understand. So it is P01 once again, the price index. Here it goes like summation of P1 Q0 divided by summation of P0 Q1 to be multiplied by 100. So last time we had only W, we did not have Q1 or Q0. We had P0. Sorry, P0 Q0. So last time we had only W. Yes or no? But now we have Q0 in that. Okay. So just a minute. All right. So let's start. Here to explain. So this P01 you understand it's the price index only. Yes or no? So let me take a question for that. Calculate the price index. Calculate the price index for the following. I am not specifically mention that Lespérez method only you have to use. In exam if you get it, that is well and good. But I am not mentioning because just you need to understand, oh, this method is only applicable for this particular question. Yes or no? So calculate the price index for the following. Right. Okay. So to understand that, once again I am making a table to give an idea of the quantities that is mentioned in the formula. So this once again the commodities or the items that is bought. So write here items. These items are bought. Then I am writing here base price. Base price. I am writing here current price. I am going to write here base quantity. Base quantity and current quantity. Okay, so this is base quantity. Understand, base quantity means originally how many were taken. So base quantity, and this is current quantity. Okay, now let me write the symbol before I start the solution. So base price you know P0, current price you know P1. Now base quantity and current quantity, I am going to explain that. So base quantity is Q quantity, now Q for quantity, Q naught, and here it is Q1. Now what does it mean? The previous example we did not have this base quantity, current quantity. That means suppose when it was 40, first try to understand. Now suppose it got 30. So when the price decreases, we always do like that. When the price decreases, when it was 40 rupees, I was buying suppose 4 kg of certain things. But when the price got decreased, what I'll do? Basically what we people do, what we go for buying more quantity. So as soon as the price decreases, so price got decreases. So what we'll do? Suppose we will buy 6 kg. That is what. So based on the current price, the current quantity will be different, and base price whatever it remains same. Even sometimes what happens? The price got increased. It was 40, it became 80. So earlier suppose I was buying 4 kg. Now since the current price is increasing, in that case the current quantity, supposing I am buying 2.5 kg in that case. Getting it? So that is what the base. But this method here, you see here, irrespective of base price and current price, the quantity remains same. When it was 40 rupees, 4 quantities only brought. When it is decreases, even it became 35, decreases by 5 rupees, still 4 quantities. So the quantity does not matter, doesn't depend on price, whatever the price, base or current. So in that case, we go by weighted aggregative method. Now here you have seen the base as well as the current quantities are also given separately. So for this we use this Lespérez method. Could you understand? In exam, as I told you, it may not be given that you use the Lespérez method, but just seeing the table, you must immediately understand, oh, this method is only to be applied here, right? Okay, so let us do one example for it. It's not very difficult. So suppose the items are P, Q, R, S, T. I'm not writing any name. We can write any name, rice, okay, sugar, or whatever items, right? Now the base price, suppose it was 20, suppose it was 40. I'm giving very easy example. Suppose 35, suppose 60, suppose 24. Now current price, somewhere it might get decreased, somewhere it might get increased. Okay, so suppose I am taking here 30, so I am taking so all increasing. Suppose you are taking 45, suppose here it became 55, suppose it became 70, yes or no? Suppose it became 30. So suppose the prices are increasing, right? Now base quantity, any base quantity, suppose here 4 kg is bought, suppose 8, suppose 3, suppose 7, suppose 6, right? So current quantity, they might get increase or decrease, doesn't matter. Suppose here 6 kg is bought, here 4, suppose here 5, suppose here 8, and suppose here 2 kg, right? So this is the table. Now as I'm trying to differentiate Lespérez method and the other method. Here the base quantity, current quantity, both are given for base price and current price. Could you understand? Okay. Now what we have to do by Lespérez method is just see now. I don't have to explain more after explaining the table. My aim is to make you understand this type of question. You go by this method. Otherwise the formula is very simple. So by the formula only, as I always say, statistics, that is the beauty, that we can seeing the seeing the formula itself, we understand what column to be added. Now what you have to do? P1 Q naught. So P1 Q naught, P1 Q naught, just you have to multiply. You'll try to do it yourself, and then we will also do P naught Q naught. That means here current quantity does not make any difference. That means no use only. Current quantity has no use in this. And then after getting these products, just you find summation of P1 Q naught, just you find summation of P naught Q naught. Okay, try this. Try to get a table, all of you. So it is P1 Q naught. I am repeating This again, the current quantity does not make any impact according to in Lesperres method, because everything is Q naught. You can see that. Now P1 Q naught, P1 Q naught. Yes or no? So this is 30 into 4, 120. Am I correct? 45 into 8, how much? 360. Then P1 Q naught, so 55 into 3, 165. It is 7, 490. Then 100, 180. Now P naught Q naught, 20 into 4, 80. Right? So 40 into 8, 320. Am I correct? So 35 is how much? 105. Yes. Then 60 into 7, 420. And finally 24 into 6, 144. And then, as I told you, just you have to add these numbers. You got it? This one is 1315 here. 1069. All right. So now, since we are trying to find a price index, and already this P1 Q naught and P naught Q naught we have got it. Therefore, to get the price index, therefore P01, that means the price index is, the formula is, look at the formula by Lesperres method, P1 Q naught divided by summation of P naught Q naught to be multiplied by 100. So just you put these values that you already got it. P1 Q naught is 1315 and this one is 1069 to be multiplied by how much? 100. Rest of the things are only calculation. Whatever number you get it, that is the required price index. 120. Okay, so let me write this number as he said, 123.01. Done? Okay. Is it all right, all of you? Yes, yes, like this. Mixer, it will be mixer, doesn't matter. So see here, the base price compared to base price, all these current prices I am taking increasing. It may be decrease also. Even the base quantity and the current quantity, they might increase, they might decrease, doesn't matter. So you just go by the correct formula and get the required answer. Okay. Now, can I go to the next slide? Okay. So it was the Lesperres method for getting price index. So we have the next method, which is called Pasch's method, P-A-S-C-H-E apostrophe S. So he's another mathematician. He also derived a formula by his own, seeing actually he saw the Lesperres method, and based on that he derived this method of calculating price index. So once I write the formula, you will understand actually why this formula and what difference he took it, the difference compared to Lesperres method. Okay. So even if I write the formula, you understand. So it is summation of P1 Q1 divided by summation of P naught Q1 multiplied by 100. I think it is okay. So what the difference you can see in the previous method, that means Lesperres method, what did he do? He was taking only Q naught. That means he was taking the base price. Could you understand? But now here by the Pasch's method, this time the current quantity is taken. That is the difference. So what I am going to do is, I am just editing here itself. All right. So suppose this question now we are going to find because it is almost the same thing. Okay. The question comes, calculate the price index for this. So what you have to do is, let us not complete everything, just I am trying to make you understand. Just 1 minute. Huh? So these numbers will be changing here. Yes or no? Oh, sorry, just a minute. Okay. So all right. So this will be changing here. and all this. So even I erase this to make you understand. Now see, try to compare. In the previous method, okay, all right. Now I think it is okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now see what we are doing in the less price method. We are doing, tell me, P naught, Q naught, and P naught, Q no, and P1 Q naught. Yes or no? That is the previous method that we have completed just now. But now, if you look at the formula, there, you see, just a minute. So here, yes, what you have to do? The current quantity to be multiplied by current price, the current quantity to be multiplied by, just that means just Q1 to be taken in place of what? Q naught. So try to answer. So it will be P1 Q1 and it will be P naught Q1. I am not completing this answer. I think you all got my point. So after that, it's almost the same thing. So after that, we will be getting here summation of P1 Q1. We will be getting here summation of P naught Q1, both the answers, and then we will find the price index by persist method. It goes like summation of, say, P1 Q1 summation of whole multiplied by. So almost same. The only difference is that we need to take the current quantity. Now I repeat, Lesperance has taken the base quantity. Lesperance was taking the base quantity, and now in persist method we have to take the current quantity. That is the difference. I think you can do it easily. This is the summary. Yes or no? Now is it done? You can complete the calculation anyway. Formula is that you have to just do P1 Q1 and P naught Q naught multiplication and their aggregate total, right? Now I am writing another method of calculating. See, sometimes the method is also mentioned. Use find price index by this particular method. You can do by any method. Okay. Actually, what happens while methods are mentioned, slightly the decimal numbers gets deferred. Suppose Lesperance method you got it 38.05. In persist method you may get it 38.23. So that is why that method is basically mentioned, because MCQ paper, no, you have to get the correct option there. So that's why mostly the methods are mentioned. Slightly the decimal gets different from each other. Now here this is called Fisher's method. Here it is more particular. He just used the price index given by Lesperance method and persist method. I repeat. So what did he do? Look at this. Very easy. So he did not do anything new. This Fisher's method is just to take the square root of the product of price indices obtained from Lesperance method and persist. That means in Lesperance method it was summation of, try to answer, P1 Q naught whole divided by P naught Q naught, then multiplied by, so this one is L, that means by Lesperance method. Then as I said, he did not do anything new, just he took again the price index by persist method, which is summation of P1 Q1 divided by summation of P naught Q1 whole multiplied by, now how many hundreds are there? You know the square root of method of square root. Since there are two hundreds, so it is done like this: summation of P1 Q naught, summation of P naught Q naught, they remain under the square root. This summation of P1 Q1, this summation of P naught Q1, they remain under the square root, but there are 200, so it goes out of the square root. And that means if the Fisher's method is asked to calculate the price indices, unlike the previous method, here we had to do only 2 columns. But if this question is of Fisher's method, you have to do all the 4. All the 4 means, tell me, you also have to do P1 Q naught, you also have to do P naught all these 4 to be obtained and put their totaling aggregate in the method here. Is it okay? So I am saying that slightly the differences occurred in the decimal portion while applying different formulas, otherwise they are almost the same. Is it okay? Another method given by this is the last one, by Bowley. So this is another mathematician which has given us this method. So I am going to write that, and last of price indices. Can I start? Okay. So you understand now how to calculate? Okay. So easy, it's not difficult, just you should understand what is the, remember what is the formula. Okay. Now the next method and the last method of calculating price indices, which might ask in our exam, is Bowley's method. So he also did not do something new. This again took the help of Lesperance and Passy's method only. So he did the totaling of these divided by, that means he got the average mean. He got a mean. What is that? L plus P divided by 2 and just multiplied by 100. Okay. So now it means he added this and multiplied by 100. So let me show the calculation. Lesperance method is summation of P1 Q naught divided by P naught Q naught multiplied by 100 plus, in Passy's method how much it was? Summation of P1 Q1 then P summation of P naught Q1 into 100 whole divided by 2. Okay. Now in both what is common? 100 is common. Actually, just a minute. In the book it is written wrong. Just a minute. This 100 is right now not there. The way it is the square root of this, there is no 100. So he took the geometric mean. Geometric mean means what? The product under square root is called geometric mean. So Fishers has taken the geometric mean of Lesperance and Passy's price indices, whereas Bowley has taken the arithmetic mean. That means their sum divided by. So this 100 which is written there. Sorry, just a minute. So the 100 which is written there in the book is wrong, right? So this 100 right now not required. It is required in the next line. That means I am correcting it now. So it is 2. So it is summation of P1 Q naught divided by summation of P naught Q naught plus the 100 is taken common. Okay. So this is summation of P1 Q1 divided by summation of P naught Q1 whole multiplied by 100. Got my point? Because the 100 is taken common from both the terms. Now if you see and how to find it, once again it is the same table that I showed it for Fisher's method. Look at the board. We need what? P1 Q naught, P naught Q naught, P1 Q1 and P naught Q1, which I have already shown in this table. You see, we need P1 Q1, P naught Q1, P1 Q naught and P naught Q naught. And then after getting these products, the summation to be done, and just you need to put here for Fisher's method and in this for Bowley's method. And the method is very clear. Just you don't have to by heart everything. You just understand L plus P by 2. Then the summation will be there. The previous one is under square root. Okay. I hope it is okay. Yes. Now look at the page number, because now it will be similar thing. So I don't have to repeatedly do it here. If you see page number 426 in your textbook, just now we have completed price index. Now we are going to start quantity index, which is 95% similar to this by formula. So quantity index, you refer to page number, how much? 426 in your model, 426. Now see this page number, everyone. Here You observe the formulas. The first one is simple aggregative quantity index, which I have already given. We did it for P naught P1. Now we are going to do it for P1 and Q1 and Q naught. Then less price quantity method, which is very much similar. There we were doing P1 Q naught. Now they are doing Q1 P naught. Could you understand? And then again, in persist method, we were doing Q1, so that remains same, but in denominator they are writing now what? Q1 P1. And features method is also again for, I am talking about quantity index, those who are online. I am talking about quantity index, but as I said, it's page number 126. But the method, quantities to be taken preferences, and features method is again square root L into P. Then persist method, as I already told you, and here we don't have particularly which method, Bauli's method. Okay, that is the difference, and rest of the things are almost similar. Okay, now coming to page number 434, which is 8.2 time series. All right, so this is while discussing correlation and regression, I gave some idea about the graphs and all. So this is basically graphs. This is basically graphs or the moving trend of graphs. Getting it? With respect to time series. Okay. So certain time, suppose price is increasing, graph will go upward. In certain time, the price is decreasing. Okay, so that is what is there in the charts. All right. So even some examples are given in page number 436. It's all about growth, whatever they gave some GDP. Okay, so growth, if it is there, positive growth upwards, negative growth actually not, that is not growth, downfall. If it is there, then downwards graph. Okay, just you have to understand. And certain terms are given in page number 437, like moving average. Okay, so it is just the direct formula for calculating moving average. The observed value, whatever is given, and the moving trend average of this value. Just the formulas value directly will be given in the questions. Just you need to put in the correct formula and get the required answer. Okay, so with this, as I said just now, quantity index is very much similar to this. I have nothing new to explain. And after that, you have some MCQ questions. You go through these questions, calculating all these price indices or quantity index, not only for this module, for all the modules. There are some questions, MCQs, particularly after completing the the questions, you keep a note of all the formulas correctly. Otherwise you cannot get the correct answer in exam. So we have around 4 or 5 chapters. Hardly we will have 40 or 30 formulas. So formulas, if you know, you can do it easily in exams. All right. So be in touch with all the formulas regularly, so that you do not get confused about the formulas in exams. If you know the formula, try to minimize the calculation, take less time in calculation, and get the correct option. All right. Okay then, thank you. It was the last class, so we are completing the syllabus, right? And all the best for your exams. Okay, thank you.